let's maximize the fact that we're queer. We don't have to do none of this shit like nobody say. We really don't.
This ain't a last stand, nor is it the Alamo. But in the US, yes, that's how the story go. This ain't a lesson in westerns, but yo, holster, bro. Don't even ask, homie, just take a chance on me.
I'm committed to fighting for the right to define this one life and redefine it over and over and over and over and over again, every single day.
Will you listen to my demo? Charlene, will you listen to my demo? Cleo, will you listen to my demo?
I have a twin sister, identical twin, who's 4 minutes younger than me. My primary purpose in life is to make twin laugh. That's like, I get the most joy probably from that. I do like a poetry reading or something and do a poem particularly this poem called Nappy Love, which basically is about our childhood, and I swear if I look at her, I cannot get through it because it's a ridiculous experience to recount that you had to go shit in an outhouse, and you know, if you had to pee at night, you get the pot from under grandma's bed and take a pee and be careful not to get the drinking water instead. When I look at her and I know she completely knows everything I'm saying, that's the best feeling ever. Me, twin, and my cousins Jimmy and Roy, we were all at kind of the same age. We were crazy about wrestling. So we used to take 4x4s and wrestle, like body slam them and drop elbows and shit on them. And we would make world championship belts out of aluminum foil. I was always Magnum TA, whose finishing move was the belly-to-belly suplex. He's my favorite wrestler. This white dude, he had like a handlebar mustache and like a mullet. He was like the man. That occupied most of our summers, like building go-karts and playing this game called Taxi, where we would ride around. We had 2 bikes between 4 of us, so we would ride around the house really fast, and then you get off, then the next person would get on the bike, and they go around. And it was a creative way to share. We were in the choir and did the announcements, and you know, yes ma'am, no ma'am, learn a new Bible verse every week, go to Sunday school and answer all the questions, and you know, just kind of the darlings of and we were twins, so we were cute, and you know, and we sang solos, but there was 2 of us, but people always requested that the twins sing a solo. It was kind of traditional black church. I mean, you had to wear a dress, you had to, I mean, that in and of itself. If you're not a dress-wearing girl, how are you going to know it if you have to wear a dress every Sunday? And then the whole fire brimstone shit just really wasn't my scene. I never believed that God was that angry. I thought Jesus was cooler than that. We both went to state, me and twin, NC State. It was tough for my mama because, I mean, she had 2 kids leaving at the same time. Her only 2 kids leaving at the same time. My younger cousins, we were leaving them behind. And we were only in Raleigh, which was an hour and a half away, but it felt like an eternity. We were roommates in college, and we dressed alike, actually. I should have mentioned that. We dressed alike till we were like 18. And then we went to state and was dressing alike. And then we, like halfway through our freshman year, was like, hey, you know what, we probably shouldn't dress alike. Twin started dating, or twin had been dating the same cat from the time we were 16. So she was going home a lot to see him because he went to Mount Olive College, like the local college. We started kind of drifting apart. Well, had started drifting apart, but that kind of solidified it to a degree, and I was living like a closeted gay life with my best friend, and twin didn't know, and she was like our roommate. The way it popped off was that I was seeing this dude in Davidson. He went to Davidson College, which was like about 2-hour drive. He would come up, I would go down there. He played basketball, so he was popular. And we had broken up, and I was in my best friend's dorm room, and I was upset, and I was crying on her shoulder. And I was like crying like on her neck, and I felt this weird tingle in my body. And I just wanted to just hang out there for a little while longer, and because it felt good. And so I stayed in her room, slept in her bed, just, the college twin size bed, and her roommate was like across the room in her own bed. And so we're laying in bed, and she's got her back to me, and I'm thinking the whole time, like, geez, I really want to touch her back. I really want to. And I'm like having this internal debate. Should I do it? Should I not do it? I'm like, why do I want to do it? What the f*** is going on? So I did. I touched her back, and then she kind of took the reins, and we went into the bathroom of the suite and made out. Things were a little awkward the next day, and it's like, we'll never be doing that again. That was crazy. And then about 2 weeks later, it was like every night. And, I fell in love with her. And then we moved in together. She was still seeing dudes, and I wasn't seeing anybody because I wanted to be with her. And so she would have cats over and go see cats, and it just felt really just painful and ugly. For me, it helped me realize that I was gay. For her, it helped her realize that she was straight. And if, like now, if I saw that coming, I'd be like, oh, this is going to unravel right about here. But, of course, then you just looked forward to the unraveling and going as crazy as the shit was. And like, ooh, we're about to go crazy. And you just down for it. And you see it. I mean, your eyeballs change, your whole, and you see it. And you just like walk straight into the crazy wall. It's just like, bam. And then it's on. But, you learn. You're like, okay, done that type of crazy. Don't want to do that type of crazy no more. You can check that off the bucket list. Generally, my presentation's been always generally the same. But I think I've tried on different versions of macho or something. I don't know. Part of it was kind of playful, but part of it was also just about part of that whole journey I was going through, not just with gender stuff, but with twin stuff too. Like trying to find a way to be exclusively me and not mistaken in any way for anybody. Twin was married for a bunch of years, and now she's with a woman. That was hard. Ironically, I had a really difficult time with it. The main thing was that I felt infringed upon. Like, I'm the gay twin. What are you doing? This is all me, kid. Like, I really felt infringed upon. I felt like, damn, I should have known eventually you was going to be gay too. I always felt like I was the guinea pig. Like, I'd do stuff first and then Twin would do it. Like, eventually she would do it. Like, I grew locks, she would grow locks. Eventually she will grow locks. Eventually she will cut her locks. Eventually she will get a piercing on her face or something. But, I had to move myself out the way because it really wasn't about me in that way. I think what I was feeling was real, but at the same time I had to figure out a way to be supportive and not be selfish about my me stuff, my me space. For me, the most important part of the twin thing is just the idea of, I've grown up with an idea of commitment. Like, I've been committed to somebody for 38 years. Just like, no question.
What did you call it?
The Dynamite Brothers with Shirlette.
Oh.
I was an addendum.